So they are yet again just counting on the fact that their people don't read, because they just deployed tens of millions of their fake profiles, and you can spot them. Come on now, all proclaiming that this budget was a win because it had no tax on tips and no tax on Social Security and no tax on overtime. It was in there and it passed, ha ha, and all the Dems didn't want it and we got it. We got a win. Hoo hoo hoo. Like, you're seeing it on your feed, right? It's being pushed to you. You've already scrolled by probably 20 of them, of people you don't follow from the other side, all trying to convince you that no tax on tips was in there. It was not. It was not. They know their people don't fucking read. And that is why they want to save platforms like this one. As much as I love that we can connect, it means that whenever they want to hide some shitty shit that they did, like they do not want to catch heat for what they are doing. So they are now outright lying again and using their bots on their social media platforms to push it. Hey, you guys, this thing you wanted was in there. It was in there. Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I saw one guy who honestly went ahead and read it and he was like, well, it wasn't in there, but they're probably going to add it separately. They're probably just going to pass it with separate things during the resolution phase. I'm like, yeah, okay. So you're telling me that if Team Red would have included those things that they promised in it, that they weren't going to vote for it? Is that what you're saying? Because that makes sense. You got other ones that are like celebrating. Well, they want to get rid of the tax ceiling. I mean, that wasn't in there, but at least I don't think it was. But that was something that they want to do. Absolutely. And they're like, tax cuts for the richest and no more debt ceiling is a win for the people. This puts money in our pockets. Like, oh my gosh, like this is why they like y'all. This is why they like y'all. Like, there is nothing rattling around in there. There's half a lima bean and it's old and crusty. Like, how? It's so easy. It's so easy. We shouldn't be surprised, right? They also didn't read the book that is this thick, that is named after this year. They still don't believe. There is a website where there's a checklist tracking everything they're doing that comes from the book. They still don't believe it. The people who wrote the book are now part of the junk drawer cabinet and they still don't believe it. They believe none of those things, but a rumor started that a couple of things that are definitely not in that budget were in there, and now all of their bots are repeating it across all of Beyonce's intranets that this was a win because they got the no tax on this and the no tax on that. They are celebrating the fact that they did not read it, and that thing is about to gut the benefits that they use. And they're cheering because they don't read. Because they don't read. Again. And in a month, when they can't use their shit, they will be back over here talking about how it's Joe Biden's fault. It's the Dems' fault. They should have did something. In fact, I had one hop into my comments. This is how desperate they are for dopamine hits. I had one create a new profile again just to find me, just to run into the comments and go, and what about your conspiracy theories? Huh? I thought she was going to save you. Ha 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 ha. Cope. Like, I'm not even talking about, it is almost March. Is that how far back you need to reach to get your dopamine hit? Is realizing that you got and nothing happened on our side that we were hoping for. So now that you are about to lose your medicine and your food and everything that you need to keep alive, you used your last dying rattle of a breath to come into my comments to go, ha ha, no one saved you, bitch. Nobody saved you. You weren't saved and you weren't either. Now what? Ooh, right? Oh, you're triggered. Cope. I will cope. I will stop by and see you in, I was going to say your hospital bed, but you won't be able to afford one. So wherever it is, you will be lying as you don't have access to your health care and can't afford your prescriptions while you're lying on a park bench somewhere waiting to be arrested because loitering on the park benches will also be illegal and homelessness will be illegal. Looking for brown people to go, cope. She didn't save you. And I'm going to go, okay, is it not time yet for you? Isn't the Grim Reaper? He's standing right there, honey. Go ahead and take his hand. Go to the light. Yeah, I know. It's fire. It's fire. You smell it. You smell the sulfur. You know where you're going. Bye.